I know it's Sunday, so we gotta preach, right? We gotta preach. If we as people can make that type of call and let people know how we feel and let them know you don't tell me where I'm going and what I'm gonna do in life, my route when it comes to going to the grocery store, going to the mall, or going to the park, or going to another state, paying bills, whatever. If we take back control and gather responsibility for that, why is it we think, or we have gotten to the place where if we start in a relationship and you and this person have discussed it, where you're going, where you're headed, what you have in common, what you like, what you don't like, you know how you do? We know, right? Yeah, in 5 years, I want to do this. In 3 years, we're going to do that. In 2 months, we're going to do that, right? Why is it that in the middle of that journey, when one person has made it very, very clear that they have now decided to make another route, path, to take you someplace totally different than where you got in there to go? Why is it that, and women, I'm talking to you in particular because of the stigma behind, quote unquote, the man being the head. Why is it that you will sit there and allow a man to control your life for years, taking you someplace you had no intentions of going to begin with? I'll wait. I'll even sip some tea on this one. Month after month, year after year, you are not going where you signed up to go. You see it every day. The signs are getting larger and larger and bigger and bigger, and he is literally verbalizing this daily to you, bold with it, beating his chest, letting you know. And you just sitting there, miserable inside, because you have plans, you have dreams, you have ambitions, you have a purpose, you have a reason for being. You have the simplest thing God gave us all: a choice, the right to choose. Something God doesn't even force on you. He lets you choose. Choose ye this day. But you have allowed a man, a mere mortal, who bleeds just like you do, who stinks up the bathroom more than you do. Sorry, man. Who wakes up with bad breath and everything else just like the next person. You have allowed them to detour your life, and you ain't saying or doing nothing about it. Help me understand. For those watching on video, this will be part 2. For those watching on video, I'll take that back. This will be a part 3 probably, because I'm going to split it up. But yeah. Women, I'm going to need y'all to really rethink your life where you are right now. And do not allow other people who have been on a detoured journey for the last 10, 15, 20 years talk you into joining that club. Because remember, misery loves company. So, of course, if you go to somebody else who's been sidetracked and detoured, do you really think they're going to give you advice to jump ship or to take back control when they have yet to do it? Whether it's intentional or not, they may not have it within them to give you, because they don't have it. They may not have it within them to give you the advice because they don't know how to take it themselves, right? That kind of thing. But you have to think about these things. And how many people in this world started out in a relationship thinking that they both were going to, they had similarities. They were going to build a business together. They were going to, start a ministry. They were going to raise a family. They were going to stay here for a couple of years and then move, transition someplace else. That was have more opportunities, right? And have been observant and been watching and saw no type of preparation, no type of nothing toward that goal, toward that plan, toward that passion. But yet, that person now expects you to be content and accept it because they chose to change without even asking your permission or asking your input whatsoever. So, babe, I know when we got together, we said we were going to do yada, yada, yada. I said I wanted to do this, but I've made, I don't think that's what I want to do no more. I didn't know, maybe I thought that's who I was, but I know I'm 65, but I still don't have it quite right. So, because I do love you and I say I love you, the choice is yours if you want to ride this out with me and see where we go from here, or you know what, I'm going to just let you go free. That's deep. That's real deep. We have been listening to Back on Deck instrumental versions by Rusan and Isu Indies. We listened to Waterfall instrumental by Isu Indies and King Sis. We listened to Sweet Talk by Tyra Chaney. We listened to Little Sunday Barbecue by Jesse Lawrence. Bedroom by Levin Caliber. Self-Made Woman by Catherine Appleton. And now we are listening to Stay in the Moment by Tyra Chaney. So we're going to let this thought marinate, because y'all, this is deep. How many people are miserable inside, frustrated, upset, and taking it out on the world, really? Taking it out on everyone around them because they have chosen to stay in a relationship that is not going as planned or where they thought they were going in life. They are upset because they have wasted time because it's your thinking. Now, if you don't think this, if you just whatever, baby, let's do this. Okay, we ain't gonna do that no more. What you want to do? Right? That man told you he was gonna take good care of you. He told you he was gonna provide for you. How long you gotta wait for that, lady? How long you gonna cover? How long you gonna be that ride or live? Because we don't use the other word. Well, you right. You become that ride or die. You do. Because you end up dying. Not physically, but you can die a whole lot of other ways. How long are you going to halt between two? Because literally you're between two opinions. You're between what you really know within you want to do and what you think you got to do because you said I do. This is my song, Scream My Name by Tanty. Y'all know I like this song. But this is something that we need to really, really think about. And I'm going to just say it as an older woman to my younger women. If you're listening, you have a right. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how long you've been nowhere or in what. You have a right. Just like they have a right to make a change and to alter decisions and life journeys. You have a choice whether you accept it or not. And if you have chosen to accept it, you can't get mad at nobody else who is living a life of luxury, living a life of joy, peace, and love, and unconditional and happiness. You can't get mad at them because they had a choice also. You have to just deal with what you have chosen to accept and enjoy it, because that's the only way you're going to ever have a good life. Getting mad and angry at other folks, judging other people, talking about other people, gossiping about other people, and it ain't making you feel no better. It really ain't, because at the end of the day, you still got to face yourself. You still got to face your life and your decisions. So let's rethink some things. And you're never too old to change. You're never too old to take back control of your life. And 90% of people they're living their life for other people. For other people's approvals, for other people's understanding of them, and you know what I'm saying? They're staying in situations because, well, I don't want them to think this. Just like when I gave you the scenarios from the beginning, that driver who decided to change your destination, you in the back saying, well, I don't want to upset the driver. They are driving me. Really? They didn't have a problem upsetting you by changing your route. I'm going to need my ladies. I'm going to need us to start thinking clear. Seriously. And just because he makes you scream his name. Because I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of other ones out there that'll make you scream. And there's some even louder. I'm going to just put that out there. So, think about it. Before you get into a relationship, before you get on a journey, and for those who are on a journey, and for those who have been on a journey and have been on the same journey for 40, 50, 60 years, how about we just stick with our journey, right? Leave alone people who decide to take multiple journeys along that path. Their path. Because it's their path to take. How about you mind your business and leave theirs alone? Everybody's not meant to live the same type of life. Everybody's not meant to stay in and around the same thing for the same amount of time. Everybody has choices. And if that person has chosen another route than what you chose, embrace that. You ain't got to agree with it. You ain't got to accept it, but you got to respect it. Just like they respect the fact that you chose to do what you do. Right? And I promise you, once we all start doing that, life will be so much better for us all. Everyone needs to understand we all have a choice. And if you have a plan, you have a path that you want to take, in order to get there, you have to do what's best for you to get there. No matter who don't understand it, who don't agree with it, it's not for them to understand or agree with. Because just like you came into this world by yourself,